Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we are going to create our own custom object detection model for yolo V8 which detect road accidents, or we can say we are going to create our own custom model for yolo V8 which detect car crash events. So before we move to our practical friends, if you learned something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, thank you so much and let's get started. So friends, as I mentioned, today we are going to create our own custom object detection model which detect road accidents, or as I mentioned, which detect car crashes events. So for that, first this is Windows 11 machine. Of course you can use your Windows 10 machine also. So let's just start with package installation process. So just open Thony Python IDE and go to the tools, manage packages, and just search for opencv Python. opencv Python, this is what our first package. Just hit enter. First package opencv Python. Click on install button. That's it. It will install opencv Python on our Windows 11 machine. Then we need ultralytics package, ultralytics. So just search for ultralytics. First package, click on install. That's it. It will install ultralytics. Then we need CV zone package for putting our text on our rectangle, or we can say on the frame. So just CV zone and first package, click on install. That's it. It will install CV zone on our Windows machine. This is how we need to install opencv Python first package, then second package ultralytics, then third package is CV zone. Done. We have completed our package installation process. Now for today's session, I have created here a new repository. I will mention the link inside description box. You need to simply copy paste the link inside the web browser. Then the repository name is yolo V8 vehicle crash detection, or you can simply say yolo V8 detect road accident. So this is what our repository name. Then simply go to the code, click on download zip, and it will download our zip format repository. As you can see, now it's downloading. So friends, as you can see, we successfully download our repository. Now simply open your file manager, go to the downloads folder, and this is what our repository. Right click, then go to the WinRAR and extract with the folder name. It will extract our repository yolo V8 vehicle crash detection main. Then again go inside the same folder. So now first let's just watch our video file. So cr.mp4, let's just play, and here it is. As you can see, this is a CCTV footage, and here it is. As you can see, this car and this car. So here it is, as you can see, and there is road accident event for this scenario. Then we have again a different scenario, and here it is. As you can see, this car and this car, and then we have accident, and then again in this scenario we have this car and this car. So if you watch here, as you can see, the car is coming, and then that's it, we have a accident event. And in this footage also we have this car and this car. Watch it, and as you can see, now we have accident event, or we can simply say this is basically the car crash events. So our goal is to detect a car crash events. For that, as I mentioned, we are going to create our own custom object detection model with the help of yolo V8. So this is what our video file. Let me play again. As you can see, and this one is last. Simple. So this is what our video file. So now for creating our own custom object detection model, we need images. So for images, we are going to use our video file. So for that, we have img.py. As you can see, I have mentioned here img.py. We simply want to create here a folder. So just right click inside the repository, new folder, and mention the folder name images. That's it. Now simply open img.py with the help of Thony Python IDE, and here it is inside the code img.py. For this project 130 image is enough. 130 images are really enough, so I have mentioned 130. You can simply change the number of frames. As I explained in several previous videos, you can simply change the number of frames as per your project, as per your requirement. But for this project 130 is enough. Then cr.mp4, this is what our video file name which we have inside our repository, cr.mp4. And then here it is, as you can see, cv2.imwrite. So this is basically the code line which capture the frames, or we can say which capture the images from video file. So here we need to mention the path of our folder where we want to save our images. Simple. So just open repository, right click to the images folder which just we create, copy as a path, and from images just remove all the things, just go back, remove it, and then Ctrl+V. It will paste the path which we have copied, and then as you can see, now this is the path of our images folder, C users free downloads, and this is what our repository, yolo wait vehicle crash detection -main, and again in the repository we have same folder, and then we have our images folder. Simple. So just copy as the path of your folder, images folder, and then just press Ctrl+V. Now this double quote, after images we have double quote, just remove it, and then where we start our code line, here as you can see we have double quote 2 times, so we need only single one, so just remove the one. That's it. Now line is in same color, it means now there is no error. Now if you go here and here images, then we have car. So this is basically the image name which we are going to save. So our images is basically 130, and the name of image is basically car, and .jpg is basically the extension. That's it. Now simply save the code, and if you run the code, it will start our video file. It will capture 130 images from our video file. Done. When it's completed, it will automatically close our video file. Now if you open our repository where we create our images folder, inside that we have, as you can see, we have all the images. We have 129 images, 129 images. This one is the last. Now these images we are going to simply train with the help of label img software. So we have done with our data. Now simply we need our label img. So for label img we need Python 3.8 version. So for Python 3.8, simply open Microsoft Store, just open Microsoft Store, and here we are going to search for Python. So just go here, search for Python. It will search for Python all the version, Python 3.11, 3.10. Now we need, for label img, as I mentioned, we need Python 3.8. As you can see, I have already installed. So just Python 3.8, click on open, and then click on install button. Here it is, as you can see, I have installed. So just click on the Python 3.8 window, it will open like this way, and just click on install. That's it. It will install Python 3.8 on our Windows machine. So we have done with Python 3.8. Now we are going to install our label img software. So first again open Thony Python IDE, and here we want our Python 3.8 version. So simply go to the run, configure interpreter, and here we are going to select our version. So here it is, as you can see, Python 3.8 exe, Python 3.8 exe. Simply select it, click on OK. Now inside shell, as you can see, we have Python 3.8.10 version. So we have done with Python 3.8 version. Now go to the tools, manage packages, and just search for label img. Just hit enter, and label img, click on it, click on install. That's it. It will install label img on our Windows machine. Now simply again go to the tools, open system shell, and run the command label img. As you can see, label img, then just hit enter. it will open our label img. As you can see, it's open. Now simply we are going to select our images folder. So open dir, downloads our repository images folder, select the folder. Then change save dir, again downloads folder repository our, and select the images folder, again select folder. Simple. So we select our images folder. Also we select our save dir folder, where we are going to save our text file, the rectangle text file coordinates. Now here select the YOLO, and then we are ready. Simply click on create rectangle box, and our goal is to detect accident scenario, or we can say accident event. So for that we are going to create here a class. So main class is basically accident, and another class is basically the vehicles category. So in this image we have cars. So we are going to create here like this way a class. So first class is basic only cars. Right now there is no accident scenario. Here it is, as you can see. Right now in this image we have only cars. There is no accident event, we can clearly say. So simply I have select the create rectangle box and draw the rectangle box on the object and mention the car, because this is the car class. So car class. Same way, create rectangle box, draw rectangle box on this car, and then car class. Create rectangle box, draw rectangle box on the car, click on OK, car class. Here also, as you can see, we can clearly see that there is a car. Simply select the object, the car, draw the rectangle and mention the class which we create, car class. Create rectangle box, draw the rectangle on the car, select it, mention, click on OK. Save it. Now we successfully save our rectangle, our object rectangle coordinates inside our text file. So if you open our repository and downloads and images folder, as you can see we have here car0.txt. Inside that we have all the coordinates in YOLO format. That's it. So same way, now just go for next image, create rectangle box, draw rectangle box, mention the car class, click on OK. Create rectangle box, draw rectangle box, car class, click on OK. Create rectangle box and create rectangle box, draw it, car class, click on OK. Save it. Here also draw the rectangle box, create rectangle box, draw the rectangle box, select car class. Okay, so the process which I have already done, but let me show you here how we can select our main class, which is accident. So right now here it is, as I mentioned, right now there is no accident event, there is only cars, so we need to simply select, we want to select here only car. But if you skip some images like next, now as you can see, now there is an accident event. Both car is basically collide. Okay, so simply now here we can say that there is an accident. So right now for this image, this is the car, this is car, so simply select car, and now for both of these cars, just select like this way, just draw the rectangle like this way, one. This is the event, this is one event, and mention accident. This is what our class, accident, click on OK. Done. Now create rectangle box, draw the rectangle box on the car, select the car class, create rectangle box, draw the rectangle box on the car, mention the class car, save it, go for next image, create rectangle box, draw the rectangle box, car, create rectangle box, draw the rectangle box, mention accident, click on OK, create rectangle box, draw rectangle box, car, click on OK, create rectangle box, draw rectangle box, click on OK. That's it. So this is how we want to select multiple classes. We want to select a single class, which is anything, which is a car, a truck or bike, and then we want to select our accident event class, which is like this way, where both objects are basically collide. Simple. So this is the whole idea. So I have already mentioned all those classes for these images, so I will open all those images inside my label img software. So let's just close, and I have here again, go to the tools, open system shell and label img. Let me delete the images folder, because as I mentioned I have already trained the images. So inside repository, images folder, shift delete, and if I go here, new tab, downloads, my trading, and this is what the images. As you can see, I have already trained all those images. Here it is, as you can see, the same images. So let me move my images folder, copy inside yolo V8 vehicle crash detection. So I have copied. Now simply again label img, open dir and downloads, repository, images folder, select folder. Now as you can see, I have already selected all those classes. So this is the image, first image, where we have only car class, where we don't have accident event. So there is no need to select the accident class. So here it is, as you can see, I have mentioned car class. So if you go next image, as you can see, now if I go back, here it is, as you can see, these both cars are still separate. There is no accident event. But if you go in next event or next image, as you can see, for this I have mentioned both car as an accident. This is the accident event. Then this car is only single class, car. Again next image, as you can see, still I have mentioned the accident class. Next image, now here it is, as you can see, the accident and all other object is basically car. Go for next. So now the images are basically same. Now if you go for, now from this we have now separate images. Now watch here, as you can see, we have here car. There is no accident event, as you can see, car. Now if I go for skip, as you can see, now there is an accident. Now both of car collision, there is a car collision, simple. So here, as you can see, I have mentioned this is what our accident event. So I have mentioned this as an accident class, then all other is basically only car class. So car, and then one, this is what our accident class, simple. So same for this images, as you can see, now there is same image. Now if you go back, so still we have accident event, but for next image, as you can see, now the both car is separated. Both car is basically affected, but both car is now separated. So now simply we can mention this is the car, this is the car, as you can see, car. I have mentioned the car. Now same way for, now this is what, again new scenario, here we have mentioned the car, as you can see, all the classes car. If I go if I skip some images, and now as you can see, the both car, there is a collision. Now we can simply say that there is an accident class. So here it is, I have mentioned a one rectangle for this is what our event, and I have mentioned the accident class, and all other is basically only car class, car. This one is car. Only this is basically accident class. So draw the rectangle and mention the class. As you can see, I have mentioned it accident. Now we have again next scenario. So this is same scenario. Here it is. As you can see, now we have all the cars, car. There is no accident event. Skip images. And now as you can see, now there is an accident event. So I have mentioned this as an accident event, as you can see, and all others are only car class, car. And there is a truck. Here it is, as you can see, there is a truck. So next image, and as you can see, now this is the truck. So I have mentioned new class, truck. So this is truck, and all other is car, and same, there is a accident event, as you can see. The both car is not separated. If there is a separation, if just let's just say there is a collision and then this car is go here and this car is go here, then we can simply say that there is a car, there is a car, but both car is still same position. So here it is, as you can see I have mentioned same class, accident, accident, and all other is basically other classes like car, truck. If there is a bike you can mention simply bike, if there is a bicycle you can simply mention bicycle, and all other classes, all other vehicle classes. Simple. So this is how I have trained all the images. This is what our last scenario, as you can see. And as I mentioned, as you can clearly see, now we clearly say that there is a truck. So I have mentioned the truck, and all other is car, and we have accident event. So this is how you need to train the images for detecting accident event. You have to mention your main event, means you have to mention your main class which is accident, and then all other vehicle classes. If in the scenario, if in the training images, simple. So we have done with our label img process. Now simply close all these things and then just go to the run config interpreter, and now again come back with default Python version. The first line, select it, click on OK. Done. Now simply open our repository again, downloads. This is what our repository. So we have our images. Now simply we want to create the freedom tech folder. So just right click, new folder, mention the name freedom tech, hit enter. It will create a freedom tech folder. Now simply go inside the freedom tech folder, and here again we are going to create two new folder which is images and labels. So images and labels, images and labels, and again go inside the labels folder, and here new folder, again we are going to create a two new folder which is training and validation. Training, and right click, new, validation. Simple. Same way, go back, we done with labels, again go inside images, right click, new, here also training and validation folder, and validation. So training and validation inside images folder and labels folder, training and validation. Now go to the images folder where we have our all the data. Just press Ctrl+A, select all the data, right click, copy it, go back, go to the freedom tech, labels, training, paste. Then go back, validation, just paste the data which we have copied. Then go back, same way, go images, validation, paste it. Go back, training, paste it. So this is how simply copy paste all the data from images folder and paste inside freedom tech, labels, training, validation, freedom tech, images, training, validation. As you can see, we copy all the data from images to our all folder. Freedom tech, images, training, validation, freedom tech, labels, training, validation. Done. Now simply create a .zip file for freedom tech. So right click, WinRAR, add to archive, .zip, click on OK. It will create a zip format file, freedomtech.zip. As you can see, we created. Now simply we are going to upload our freedomtech.zip on our Google Drive. So let's just open your Google Drive. As you can see, I have opened mine. So right click, file upload, downloads our repository and our freedomtech.zip file. Click on open. It will upload our file. Meanwhile, we are going to upload our Google Colab file. So click on upload, and I have mentioned the training file inside our repository. As you can see, this is what our file. Then just select it, click on open. It will upload our Colab file on our Google Colab. So friends, as you can see, we successfully upload our Colab file on our Google Colab. So now simply go to the runtime, change runtime type, select the Python 3 and T4 GPU, click on save, and now simply click on connect. So friends, as you can see, we have successfully connected. Now simply we are going to run our cell one by one. So just start with import OS. Done. Now install the ultralytics, run the second shell. Done. Go for next cell. It will import our packages. As you can see, from ultralytics import YOLO, from ipython.display import display and image. So we have done. Now simply we install our ultralytics. Now simply cross check. So for that, this is the code, this is the cell which basically download doc.jpeg image from roboflow, and it will detect the images. It will detect the object from the image. So just run the cell. And friends, as you can see, we have done with the process, and we detect the object. The result is basically inside runs detect predict, and the object which we have inside our image, as you can see, there is a one person, there is a one car, and there is a one dog in this doc.jpeg image. It means we successfully install our ultralytics. Now we are ready, and first we want to mount our Google Drive. So if I go back here, and as you can see, one upload completed, means we have successfully uploaded our freedomtech.zip. Now we are ready, and simply run our next cell which basically mount our Google Drive. So here we want to click on connect to Google Drive. For allow to permit freedomtech.zip, then click on continue. Just select your Gmail ID, then click on continue, then here click on allow. That's it. Now it will mount our Google Drive on our Colab. So friends, as you can see, now we successfully mount our Google Drive. Now simply run the next cell. It will unzip our freedomtech.zip. As you can see, we successfully unzip our freedomtech.zip. Now go to the folder. As you can see, this is the logo, or we can say sign. So just click on the folder icon, and then go to the dataset, and inside that we have freedomtech folder. Now just click on the folder, right click, click on new file, and create the file data.yaml. data.yaml, and then just hit enter. It will create data.yaml blank file. As you can see, we created data.yaml. Just double click, and as you can see, there is nothing inside data.yaml. So we need to copy paste the code which I have mentioned inside our repository data.txt. Right click, open, copy the code as it is, copy it, close, and just paste inside data.yml. Just right click, then you will see paste, just paste it, and then as you can see, we paste our data. Now here, how many number class? So as I mentioned, the classes which we have, the car, then the accident, and the truck, because I have mentioned the car class, then the accident class which is our main class, and then there is a truck in some images. So 3 classes, number of classes is basically 3 in my case, and then we need to mention the classes name. So first class is basically car in single quote, then comma again in single quote. Next class is accident, then comma single quote truck. So this is the 3 classes which we have inside our images. We mention these 3 classes with the help of label img: the car, the accident which is the main class, and the truck. That's it. So number of classes 3, and then we want to mention here these classes, our classes name: car, accident, and truck. Simple. Now simply press Ctrl+S. It will save our data.yml, then just close it. Now we are ready, and simply this is what our last line, just select it, click on it, it will start our training with 100 epochs. And friends, as you can see, it started our training 1 out of 100. So it will take some time. Meanwhile, I will pause the video. So friends, we completed our training process and our model is inside runs detect train folder. So go to the runs, as you can see, runs, then we have detect folder, then we have train folder, and inside that train folder we have weights folder, and then we have best.pt, which is our model. So just click here, click on download, and it will download our model. So friends, as you can see, we have our model ready. So minimize browser and go to the file manager, downloads, and best.pt, our model. Right click, cut, and just move our model inside our main repository, yolo v8 vehicle crash detection main, again same folder, and then just paste it. Done. Now simply create a coco1.txt, our own custom class text file. So right click, new, and then text document, and mention the name coco1.txt. coco1.txt, open it, and first class is our car, then we have accident class, and then we have truck class. This is the three classes which we have trained: car, accident, and truck. File, click on save, and then close it. Now we are ready, and inside a repository I have mentioned main.py, which is our yolo v8 object detection code. Import cv2, pandas as pd, ultralytics import yolo, cvzone numpy as np. Then here it is, as you can see, I have mentioned the model name, which is best.pt. Then we have a coco1.txt, our class file, and then we have our video file name, cv2.video capture, simple, and then our basic code. It will start our while loop, and then we have our detection, our object detection with the help of yolo v8, which I have explained in several previous video. So you can simply watch my playlist, you will get the idea how to use yolo v8 with opencv and python. Simple. So then we have x1, y1, x2, y2. This is what our rectangles when we detect the object. So we are going to draw the rectangle. So rectangle coordinates, then the class ID, and then the class names, and then we have rectangle, and then we are going to put the class name, means the C, on rectangle top left corner. So let's just first freeze our frame. If I save the code, if I run the code, so as I have mentioned full code inside main.py code, and then as you can see, this is what our first frame. So right now there is no accident event. As you can see, we have a car, and this is what our own model which we just create. So let's just skip the frame, and as you can see, now there is an accident and we have accident class. So now there is an accident placed in this particular frame. Here it is, as you can see, accident, and we have car. Simple. Now this is what our next scenario, or we can say this is what next event. So right now there is no accident, car. So if I skip the frame, and now there is an accident, as you can see, collision of both car, and then they get separated again, and now there is again car. Simple. Watch for this scenario. As you can see, the car. It's detecting car, normal vehicle class car. There is no accident, and when the accident happened, as you can see, now there is an accident in between of those cars. As you can see, accident is still there, accident. Now watch for this frame. Now again we have new frame, we can say. So there is a car, and then there is an accident. As you can see, there is an accident. So we have accident. Simple. So we detected the accident. There is an accident event on the road, and then here it is. As you can see, as I mentioned, we mentioned here truck class also. So there is a truck. Simple. So now it means our model is perfectly working. It's detecting normal class, which is vehicle class. Also it's detecting our main class, which is accident event, or we can say the car crash detection. Done. Now simply what we are going to do for highlighting, we are going to create the condition. If there is an accident, we can simply make our rectangle as a red color. So here, let's just say this is what our C is basically the class. So when we can simply say if accident, this is what our class, if accident in C, because C is basically class list. So if the accident detected in the class list, or we can say if there is an accident in class C is basically class list, then we are going to draw the rectangle, then we are going to put our text, but we are going to change the color. So right now there is a green color. So when there is an accident, we are going to make a red color, because red is for the warning. So accident is basically the warning. So we are going to make a rectangle color red, and if there is nothing, means if there is a normal class, so else same way, just copy all those lines, copy it, else only change the rectangle color. So else rectangle color is red. For if there is an accident, the event will be highlighted with red color rectangle, and for other classes, means the normal class, car and other vehicles, the rectangle color is the green. So now we know that our model is perfectly working. So now simply start a while loop. Save the code and run the code. Now watch. As you can see, when there is, let's just increase size, okay, to 2. Now it will look like good. Now as you can see, the green, and there is an accident, so rectangle color is red. For other green, as you can see, there is now event is already happened and the car is separated. Again the green color, here it is. As you can see, event is there, accident is there, so color is basically red. For other cars, we have green. Only the accident event, as you can see, there is a red color rectangle. It will same file repeated again, because I have mentioned the code like here it is. As you can see, I have mentioned if there is no red, it will repeat the same video file again and again. So here it is. As you can see, there is an accident, we have red color rectangle. For other, we have green color rectangle. So this is how, friends, you can create your own custom model for detecting the crash event or car crash event, or we can say the accident, with the help of YOLO V8. So I mentioned the full code. Also I have explained how you can train your model. I hope you will learn something from this video. We'll meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.